Southwest Guilford Monday afternoon, you ready for football season? Coach Kirkley Russell with us. Coach, first of all, you got the guys who are lifting weights prior to practice, getting set. I mean, the weightlifting, the conditioning, the training, the working, even before practice, it's never done, is it? It's always got to keep going.
That's right. We're always going 24/7, 365. It just changes during whichever month it is as far as what kind of activities you're doing. But, you know, we're going to get our season kicked off here soon, and weight never stops. And that's the tradition we're setting here at Southwest.
To get ready, be ready completely. How are you overcoming this weather, which has been kind of crazy for you?
Well, the one thing about the weather is everybody's got to deal with it. You know, so it's not like we have to deal with it, nobody else does. You just kind of manage it. The one thing it does, though, is it allows you to let the student athletes say, hey, this is adversity here in practice. You're going to have adversity in games. When you deal with it in practice and during the week, it makes it easier for them to deal with during games.
What are some things you've seen so far in this early practice, some things you've seen you like, and some things you're looking at to even get better at?
Sure. I've seen a lot of buy-in by a lot of the guys we've got coming back. Got a lot of good returners coming back. They bought into what we're selling here. With new staff coming in. A lot of effort. We're preaching effort, max effort all the time. We got guys giving great effort all the time. That's what we're selling here at Southwest. Things we want to get better. There's better execution. Offensive execution. Got a new quarterback. And trying to make things as easy as possible for him. And our defense should hopefully be something we can hang our hat on.
Before you took the job at Southwest, what did you know about Southwest Guilford coming in? Did you have any prior knowledge about the school, the history of the school, anything like that?
It's funny you said that. I grew up in Salisbury High School. In my first 2 years, we were in Southwest Conference. And so I played there when I was a JV player back in the day. So I always knew about it. As far as the tradition here, I know some of the coaches that have been here before. They've always spoken very highly of the school and the community. So when I got the opportunity to be the head coach, I was very excited about it.
And you come in as head coach here. Some other coaching places, you've had different stops you've been at along the way.
Sure. I started out working at Providence High School in Charlotte. Worked there 6 years. I came to Grimsley High School for a year. Then moved to A.L. Brown down in Kannapolis. Transitioned to South Carolina. Worked at Rock Hill High for 5 years. Nation Ford High School right by Carowinds for 10 years. And I spent the last couple of years down in Carolina Forest and Myrtle Beach.
Well, you've been a busy man.
Busy man. I'd say so.
We've had a lot of stops along the way. Did you run into Tommy Norwood down around Carolina Forest?
I saw Tommy Norwood very regularly down there at St. James. So he's a good one, and there's a lot of ties in this league.
How about back at Grimsley? Who was the head coach at Grimsley when you were there?
A good buddy of mine, Todd Sheehan, was head coach. Yeah, I was there 1 year. We won the Metro 4A conference, made the second round of playoffs, and then the year afterwards, they made the state championship that year and lost to Rhodes.
That's back around 2004, 2005 range.
Yes, that's right.
Some good trips along the way. And as you develop your own system, your own way of doing things, what's kind of the way you do things as far as your mode of operation, your kind of dedication, what you do as a head coach? What's your program like?
Sure. Be very organized from the top down. My job as a head coach is to do the same thing other head coaches have done for me as an assistant coach, and that's take all the pressure off the assistant coaches so they can coach football. And I'm very demanding of myself, and I'm very demanding of them, and I want them to be very demanding of our players. So that's my role as a head coach, is to take all the pressure off them so they can coach football and make our players as best as they possibly can be prepared to play on Friday night.
What's your coaching staff? Kind of give us an idea who's on the staff this year. New coaches? Any coaches back from last year's team?
Yes, we've got some long-time coaches here that have been in Southwest, like Martin Medley, Kevin Conley. They've been in Southwest for quite some time. They're here. We've got Bladen Gallins, our assistant head coach, offensive line coach. He'll be his second year here. Jay Christman's offensive coordinator, quarterback coach. He came over from Western Elements. And Eric Gibson's my defensive coordinator, safeties coach. He came from Old Charleston High School down there. We've got a couple of new coaches, Edward Purnell and Eduardo Turnbull, coaching our receivers and DBs, and John Oxley, a Southwest alumni and college football player from Catawba, is coaching our defensive line.
Good to have big John Oxley back, I'm sure.
It is, sure is. He's a good one. He's our hype guy. So he's the guy that gets him going every day in practice and on Fridays for games.
So you look back to some things that have happened on the way to your job here this year. Do you look at the middle school, what those guys are sending up here to know? Maybe they're not ready from last year's middle school team. I know it was a very good one last year, young team. So you know some good things. The pipeline is good and it's on the way.
Sure, we know the pipeline's good here. There's talent here. There's enough to be competitive. And that's what we're preaching, is that you have to work hard enough to earn the right to be competitive at this level of football. And if you do that, the wins will eventually come as long as you're doing everything that makes you ready to play and get you to the point where you can compete. I know those middle school boys have had a good couple of years. They've got a good group coming up in the grade this year. So I'm excited to get down to that middle school and get to meet some of them, watch them play when their season starts.
What about this past Friday night? Did you have a scrimmage this past Friday?
We did. We went down to Southeast Alamance. Very seasoned football team. Very good program down there. Coach Ag does a great job down there. Had a big crowd, about 3,000 people. So it was kind of an eye-opening experience for our guys. And we had some growing pains early, but the thing I was impressed about was we were resilient throughout the evening. and I felt like we got better as the night went on, and we didn't have any players suffer from cramps. So that lets me know our strength coaches are doing a great job in the summer getting prepared, and everybody was competing and wanting to play. And when we got on the bus, they were still excited about the experience they had.
And Coach Aguilar does a good job down there, former Eastern Alabama assistant, head coach Eastern Guilford. And another coach that standed up, if I'm not mistaken, Marlon White was headed that way. Is he still there?
He was. Marlon White's down there.
It's kind of interesting, isn't it, seeing him from last year's staff? That's always interesting.
He was down there. Another guy that came over from Western Alabama. I've known for a long time, so we knew some guys down there. It was a good experience for them. I think let our guys know, hey, this is, we want to be a seasoned group like they are, and they're very seasoned. You can tell just the way the mannerisms they have and the composure they have, and we're building towards that. We'll get there.
What about this week? Is it this week coming up Friday? Are you over at High Point for the I guess it's Greg Swear's group coming in for that kickoff class? Are you involved in that one?
That's right. We're at 8 o'clock against Andrews on Friday night. Got the jamboree set up there, so we're looking forward to going over to Simmons Stadium and having a good time with that and seeing how much we improved from last week.
I guess in a game like that, the guys are definitely going to be pumped up, motivated. Playing some guys, you probably know a few of those guys at least over to Andrews. And I guess sometimes a game like that is trying to keep the guys reeled in just a little bit too, because they may want to go overboard early. You got to make sure they have enough left for later in the game.
We talked about that at our coaches meeting earlier today. That hey, this Friday's going to be a lot different because our kids are going to know their kids, and it might be a little chippy here and there. But we just want to keep it clean. We want to keep it clean and make sure we want to get better. We want them to get better, and then wish them luck the rest of the way, and we'll continue to do good things here.
Should be fun for both coaching staffs too. They got a new coach over there, Luke Reynolds, used to be in Guilford County, and he's been around. In fact, all this deja vu stuff we're doing, he was at Southeast Alabama last year and Andrews this year, so you get a chance to see Mr. Reynolds his bunch. Plus, they got Trey Turner, the Northwest Guilford receiver, Virginia Tech. So there's so many names, so many connections right here. You probably feel like you're already at home when you see these guys.
That's right. Yeah, and I got to be around Coach Reynolds a couple times last week. We did a podcast last Wednesday night with all the High Point coaches in Ragsdale, and then we had a luncheon on Friday where all four of us were there as well. So we got to spend some time with him. Excited to get to know him and compete against his squad on Friday.
And you said quarterback-wise, you got a two-man system now, three-man system, or have you decided who the quarterback's going to be pretty much?
I think mainly Martin's going to be our quarterback. He hadn't played quarterback before, but he hasn't missed a day of spring practice, did not miss a summer workout, has not missed a fall practice. He was out here Saturday morning with us, helping us clean up the stadium. When we got done cleaning up the stadium and concession stand, he was throwing passes and routes to some guys. So he's bought in, and we're going to try to cater our offense to make it as simple for him as possible so we can get acclimated just to playing quarterback at a high level of football.
Who are some receivers he has you're looking to maybe catch those balls and make sure that ball's getting upfield?
Sure, we've got a couple seniors that are 3-year players. We've got Wesley Oxy, somebody we're counting on. Will help contribute a lot for our football team. And Jeremiah Clarita, another receiver, and he'll be playing some in the secondary as well that we're counting on to help us out.
What about top running back this year? We got a power running back or a fast running back, a little bit of both, maybe two?
A little bit of both. It's going to be running back by committee right now to one separates. I got too many to name right now. We've got about 5 or 6 that are vying for that spot, and at this level of ball, you got to have at least 2 to make. You really need 3, but you got to have at least 2. So hopefully by the time we get going here and get the next couple games, we'll have it settled down to our top 2 or 3 running backs.
Well, you just got 5 or 6 to choose from. That's a good problem to have.
It is a good problem to have. I wish we had one though, that we can say, hey, we're gonna give this guy the ball 25 times. That makes it easier. But sometimes competition makes them all better too.
Who's going to be the first opponent for the regular season for you?
We play Rockingham County here at home on August 22nd.
We'll be facing Doug Robertson. The coach has been around a while too here.
He has been around a while. Good coach. They're going to be very well coached. Pretty hard-nosed football team. It's going to be a good challenge for us.
Coaches, you get ready to start this season. You get ready to go to work today. Some things this team has to do to get better than they were last year, because you want to get better every year, every game, every day, every minute you want to get better. What do you have to do to keep getting better and keep improving with this club?
We will keep focusing on the little things, eliminate mistakes. Before you can win games, you have to keep from losing. So that's the thing we're focused on: eliminate mistakes, take care of the football, tackle in space well, prevent big plays. Basic coach speak, but that's how you win football games, is doing those things first. Then you got to make plays to win games. So we want to be competitive in every game we play this year, and that's a recipe to do it.
And you told me earlier, we talked on the phone, you got a meeting today with the Booster Club. What's that going to be like? What's it like meeting some of the Booster Club, some of the families and people? What's it going to be like?
Well, that's very exciting, getting involved with a new school. So we got some new parents involved with our football Booster Club this year that haven't been involved before. So I'm excited about meeting with them and seeing some ways we can get some financial resource here to help promote our kids and do good things for them.
Coach, good job on the interview. Keep up doing good work this year. I know you got the scrimmage coming up this week, Friday. First game next Friday night. Congratulations on a good stop here at Southwest Guilford. You got Brendan Chris and Reed Holmes, two guys. You can always lean on them, count on them to help you all the time. So you've got good foundation at Southwest no matter what. This is a good place to be.
I sure do. I'm very fortunate to be here. I appreciate you coming out today. I appreciate everything you're doing for high school football.